Hi, welcome to this Pen Publishing Interactive video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a starter website in FlipperSD CMS. What we'll do in this video is build a simple website that includes the pages like a home page, an about page, a menu page, as we will be building it for a fictitious coffee shop, a locations page, and a contact page. So let's get started. I am already logged in to my Flipper website. I'm in the sections area. Right now there's only a home page, and this is what it looks like. So again, there's nothing there. There's only a logo and some text. So the first thing I want to do before we get going is I want to build my structure. So I am going to create the pages that I showed in the previous screen. So I'm going to create a about page. So I'm going to hit add new. I'm just going to create about, and the URL is going to be about. The title of the page is about. The parent page I want it to show on the top level, so home is fine. The menu, I'm just going to leave it as auto, and I am going to select for this page to be an HTML page section, and I am going to hit save. So there's my about page has been created. If I go back to sections, now I have home page and about page. And the next page I will create is a menu page. So a menu of items that we sell at the coffee shop. So I'm going to hit menu. Again, menu title, and then the URL, the title of the page. I'm okay with it being there. And I will hit HTML page again. Hit save. And as you can see, I got created again. So now I have a home, about, and a menu page. The next page I will create is a locations page. So in Flipper, you can create what we call a geomap page, that if you have different branches or different locations for your business, you can use a geomap page to showcase those. So, or show their address and how people can get there. So I'm going to create a locations page here. Again, and Flipper will automatically add the URL and the title of the page, home. And here's where I'm going to select geomap page. It's tied to a Google map. So I'm going to hit geomap section, and I'm going to hit save. So now I have home, about, menu, locations. And then the next page I'll create is just a simple contact page. And on that page, I just want a form. So I'm going to hit add new, put contact. And again, it'll pre-fill that, leave all this the same. And I will select the form section type for this so that I can create my own form. And I'm going to hit save. So now I have the structure of my website. I have a home page, an about page, a menu of items that I sell at my coffee shop, locations of the different locations of coffee shops that I own, and a contact page, which will just be a form page. So now what does this look like on the front end? And I will, as you can see right now, this is a home page. There is no menu anywhere. Once I reload, yes, you'll see that the pages I created now show. So about, menu, locations, contact. So each page of these is blank. There's nothing there, in the contact page. So I'll go back to the home page and let's start there. So now that I have my structure, I will start building my site. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add some content to the home page. So I will hit edit. When I hit edit, I am going to go to the HTML content section, and you can input any of these areas. I'm just going to use the HTML content section for the purpose of this demo. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add an image, which I already have. So I hit and I'll show you that again. I'll hit the image manager icon up here. And then I want to add a new image, and here I already have an image that I pre-built for this. So I'm just going to drag and drop it on the screen. You can't see, but I have a different folder open in my other monitor, and that's the name of my image. I can add alt text to this. And I can tag it. I'm going to say featured image here. And I'm just going to add a category tag there, and I'm going to just put this as coffee. Has a descriptor tag. Then I'm going to hit save. And now I am just simply going to add the image to my page, and you can see the image there. The next thing I want to do is I am going to make this responsive. So I am going to, this image responsive. So I'm just going to add a simple class on here. And that will allow this image to be device responsive, so mobile responsive. So there's my image, and I'm going to test that it is mobile right there. You can see it did it. So that's great start. I have my featured image, if you will. Next thing I want to do is I want to add text to this page. So I'm going to just click below the image, hit enter, and I already have text pre-built. And I'm going to just simply copy and paste it in here. And I want this, the best coffee in town, to be a heading tag. So I simply just click this down arrow here, hit heading 1. I don't want this to be left aligned, so I'm gonna center it. And then I will, obviously this is just lorem ipsum. I can have, it's just basic text that I would write in my website. And then visit us, I want this to be centered as well. So I'll hit that. And actually I want all this to be centered. So I did that. And then now this, I want this to be a link to my locations page. So I'm gonna highlight it. And then I'm going to click internal link. And then I am going to simply select locations because that's where I want them to go. Insert link. And that's hyperlinked already. And I am going to hit save. So now I've input a featured image. I have a headline for my homepage. I have text, and I have a link to my locations page, which we will continue to build here in a second. So that's how easy it is to input content into a page in Flipper. So I'm happy with what I have here on the homepage. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to do something similar with the about page. So I'm just going to click about. I'm going to hit edit content. And again, I already have text ready to go for the about page. And I am going to paste it. And in here, I also want to put a picture on this page, and you'll see why here in a second. It's pretty bare here, so I just want a nice image to be on this page. I'm just going to put my cursor here for now. I'm going to hit add image. And I have another image that I want to import, and I'm going to drag and drop that, and it's coffee shop about image for now. I'm gonna just, there's that tag that I have there, and I'm just gonna tag it the same, save. I'm gonna hit add image. Now it added the image, but I want this image to be on the right side. So I am going to right click on the image, and I'm gonna hit properties, and then I am going to align right, and I am going to add some padding. I want some 10 pixel padding on top, bottom, right, left. And what that'll do is it'll give me some padding against the text on the screen. So I'm happy with that, and I want to hit save now. So as you can see, that looks a little nicer than just the text that was there. So now we have a home page and an about page. The next thing I want to do is I want to build my menu page, and this is a menu page for like items that could be sold at the coffee shop. So again, I already have some of that pre-built, so I'm just gonna, and this is HTML because I wanted a particular layout, so I'm just gonna paste it in here, and you can see that. So the food menu, there it is, starter, soup, main course, etc., and these can have links. So I put it in there. I'm gonna hit save, and there's my food menu. So again, we have an about, a menu, and a home page already built. Again, pretty standard, simple stuff. You see how easy it is in Flipper. Now, the locations page is a little different because in Flipper allows you to have a geomap location. So again, if you have different branches of your organization, or if in this case you have multiple coffee shops, then this is a good page type to create for your website so you can show all the locations that you have. So right now I have no locations on this page. It's just a simple, it's a basically standard geomap page. So I'm going to hit manage locations, and I'm going to add a new location. So I am going to just use our our name in our fictitious coffee shop here, and you can see I have my address in here, and then all I have to do is hit map it, and it'll map that address with Google. If I want to have a certain saying here in the bubble, I can put that here, and then I can just hit add location, and there is my first location. If I wanted to add further locations, I would do the same thing. So now what does that look like on the locations page? And that's what it would look like. Again, you can add multiple locations and you would just get different pins, and there's the main location text that we had in there. So that's the locations page, how you create one of those in FlipperSD CMS. Pretty easy to create. I know there's other systems that part is very involved in terms of finding the right tool for the job, in the sense of a plugin, etc. Flipper, you don't have to go find those. It's native to the system. So we have that. So now I have an about, a menu, locations, and a home page. And then the last thing I want to create is a contact form, a contact page. So right now I created a contact, a form type of page for contact. So now what I want to do is I want to add some fields. So I'm just going to hit administer section, and I'm going to hit form elements. And here's where I can set all these settings. You know, if I want, when the form is submitted, what do I want to do? Do I want to send a notification to the administrator and say responses to the database? There's attachments. So if you create a field that's an upload, say for a resume type thing, you can select that and you get an email with attachment, and we also save into the database. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to leave it at this, and emails, who to notify. I'm going to just put so I'm just going to put this in there. There it is, so forth. And again, you can configure this all you want. I'm just going to save that for now, but again, you have all kinds of settings you can set here. So the big thing I want to show you here is how to create the form itself for the contact page. So all you got to do is form elements, fields, then add new field, and I want to create a single line text box for a full name. So I click that, say full name, and then is there a specific expected format for this? Not really. I'm going to leave it like that. I don't need to encrypt it. It's required, and save. Then I want to add another field, and it'll be their email address. So email. And when I do that, Flipper automatically knows that it's looking for an email address format, so it doesn't ask me that again. If I'm expecting a certain format, yes, that's required. I want to hit save. And then the last thing I want to add to my contact page is, or contact form, is a questions, comments field. So that's going to be a multi-line text box. And I'm just going to put comments on here. Again, that one's not required per se, or I can make it, and we'll go ahead and make it required. Then hit save. So now if I go back to the website, to the front end of the website, again, I'm in the administrative side of things here. So I'm going to click go to page, and I want to open it in a new tab. There you can see my 3 fields that I created. So now I have a home page, an about page, menu page, a locations page, which is a geomap page, and a contact form page. The only last thing I want to show y'all here is for the form, I want to make sure that I'm not getting a lot of spam. So I'm going to go to form elements. I am going to scroll down and I want to enable robot protection, and I want a CAPTCHA, and I want to save this. Again, I'm going to go to page here, and you can see it's right there. So that's how easy it is to create a basic starter website in Flipper SD CMS. I hope this video was beneficial. If y'all are interested in to learn more about Pimp Publishing Interactive, please visit our website at pimppublishing.com. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, you can like us and follow us there. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. And as we put more of these out, you get to enjoy them and get notified when those come out. Thank you, and until next time.